Pawpaw Sammy and Bug here. Look, is your garden dying right in front of you? I Look, stop before you make matters worse. Before you spray or you fertilize or you water, let me give you a little tip or two, okay? Number one, my subscribers know I believe in borax to stop pests, ants, uh, different crawling pests, but it's basically harmless to your pets. All right, but do not sprinkle borax around your garden. It won't do any good. It can actually do a whole lot of damage to your soil and your plants. Borax is extremely bitter. It won't touch it if it's not sweet with sugar or honey. So you're wasting your time. Now, people ask me all the time, Papa, my garden is dying. What do I do? Uh, People, I can't pull a rabbit out of the hat. I need to know, okay, what zone are you in? What type soil do you have? The heat, has it rained lately? Uh, is it the right plant for your climate? That's very important. I have seen people, I've heard people texting me that they'd go to the seed store, pick up a package because the picture is so pretty. Oh, I want that. They've got no idea what diseases that will attack that plant. They've got no idea if it'll grow in their zone. All they know is it's a pretty package. People don't do it. Read what the seed is capable of doing. Pretty plants on a package don't mean if it'll grow in Louisiana, it might not grow in Alaska. Read and know, understand. Now, right now, this time of the year, and it's going to get a little worse, your heat and pests are really tearing your garden up. They're under stress. All right? You need to water deep. Number one, go out there and dig your finger in the soil around your plant. See if it's damp. If it's damp, don't water. Too much water is just as bad as not enough. And you need to water early and let the plant soak it up before it gets blistering hot. Don't over fertilize. People say, well, a little bit's good. I just add a little more. A little more don't always work. Your pest problems. For heaven's sakes, check before you spray. You're killing everything. If you spray the wrong stuff, they'll go down to the hardware and buy this. I'm gonna kill everything bug on the label, and they'll go spray their garden. People, you got to eat them plants if it's not flowers, and you might eat some of your flowers. But anyway, what I'm saying is, don't kill everything. You got insects out there that help. Your little wasps, they help get rid of the caterpillars. And it just goes on and on. The ladybugs, they help. And you don't want to kill everything. You want to target what the problem is. All right, check your plants. Figure out what you've got. Then you treat it. Look, don't shotgun the whole garden and kill every pest in it, because that's not good, people. It really isn't. All right. And here's one thing a lot of people have trouble understanding. Sometimes plants just reach the end of their life. It's over with, they bear it out, it's quit. Now, one way you can help sometimes is pick your fruit regular, or your products, pick it regular. Because a plant's whole life strategy is grow, produce seeds, then die. Okay? But if you keep taking the fruit off of it, it can't produce seeds, so it keeps trying to go. It might help, and sometimes in some areas, not all the time. All right. Check your heat. Check your water. Check your soil. Check your pests. Check what color the leaves are. Are there holes in the leaves? Work with me, people. Give me as much information as you can, and I will give you the best organic thing I can come up with to take care of it. Now, struggling gardens don't mean you're a bad gardener. And let me correct one thing right now. If you go out there in the morning early and you check your leaves under, over, all around the plant, on the stem, you can stop a lot of it right there. You might see where the leaf mites have been eating the little tunnels in the leaves. Get that leaf off and get it out of the garden. What you're doing is deleting the leaf mites, and you hadn't poisoned your garden. It's just little things like that, people, that'll make your garden produce for as long as it can. But the main thing is, when your plants get stressed, they're like a human being. Once you stress out, it is hard to come back. So know what you got. Give me as much information as possible, and I'll do my best to make it as maintenance free as possible.